Hey guys, and welcome back to our channel. We are back with a new episode of the Challenge All Stars season 4. What episode is this? Episode 10. Yes, episode 10. And with this episode, we are back from the elimination where Cam got sent home by Cara Maria. Cara got her star back. And it really wasn't too much
That
besides
happened.
Cara. It really wasn't like besides Cara saying like she's happy to get her star back. Nobody else really addresses the fact that she got her star back. I thought there were going to be like a bunch of clips from like people being haters and stuff,
Yeah.
but no, not really. Which was, I didn't want to see any more of that anyway. So I'm glad they didn't show that. But we did see Leroy. He was they showed him like packing up stuff because Cam is going home to be with their baby. So that was a nice scene. But yeah.
Yeah, this episode, I think this is the problem I have when we get to this point of the season, especially when all like the people who are like carrying in the confessionals are now gone. Because literally everybody like didn't say anything. Flora didn't get no confessionals this episode. Veronica didn't. Like Avery didn't. Adam, super fit. Like Adam, Ryan, they don't give like the same, they don't tell the story
Mm,
like, the people that narrates the season usually do. So now
mhm.
we got to hear from Nicole and Laurel, who are like the narrators of the show right now. But yeah, nothing really happened in this episode, and there was a lot of hypocrisy going on, which I didn't like.
It really was. It was a lot, it was some stuff happening. But yeah, we could get right to
The
the daily
daily.
challenge.
It's called Roll With It. Each player begins in a shopping cart at one end of the track and must cross the track to collect a star on the other end. Players can cross by lassoing a series of poles to pull themselves along or pushing themselves off the pole directly. The first male and female player to collect a star while wins, while the last three male and females forms the losing group and everybody else forms the middle. Oh,
Um, with this, when TJ says, I don't know if this, he says that this is going to be first he says the women could, what does he say? The
he
women
basically was like, "This is going to be a big challenge for the
The
women."
the girls, yeah, the women,
Yeah,
and everybody's like, "What? Like, is it about to be a women elimination 3 times in a row?" And then he said, "Because the men are gonna be competing." And, first of all, I wouldn't have felt for that because I'd be like, "TJ, what's really going on?" If it was 3 Women's Day in a row. But then, I don't know if this was after this part or later on, and then Avery says she is relieved, and I was just like, "Y'all not here to play for real, because why would you be relieved that it is not a Women's Day?
yeah,
And you should that's why I'm that's why it should not be whatever they probably gonna do, the purge or whatever, give these people a chance to get a star, because the fact that you would even be relieved that this is not a Women's Day is crazy when you don't have a star.
yeah,
That just lets me know that they should cut it off right there. They ain't no more chances. Y'all don't have a star. That's it. But they about to get him a shot. Probably. Who knows? It's gonna be super annoying. But to get a star, but they shouldn't, because these people have literally had so many chances and do not want to go in. But whatever. So let's get into the challenge.
yeah. Nothing really. See, that's again this episode. Nothing really happens until we get to nominations. But basically, Ace was the runner, and that was really the only thing that mattered. And then Jay, understanding the rules, basically was like, "I don't really need to use lasso. I can just propel myself by pushing myself off of one barrel to the other to get it to the front." And then Jay ends up winning. And then also, basically, everyone knew, or at least Ryan and Derek wanted to get their stars, but Derek was like, I don't want to be in a losing group. I would prefer to win to be able to choose if I want. And then he's like, I'm gonna, put myself in the middle. That way I can help Ryan out. It was just
I
a lot
think
of the
maybe a
logic was
little bit.
that.
I think maybe a little bit in the moment you're not thinking as far as like I should probably lose this. I know several people in their confessional said like I should have lost this. I could be in the loser group and then I could protect my star or get my star. But I think in the moment, I frankly don't think you thinking about it. Some people's are, but I think generally you're probably not thinking about it. Then I think in the confessionals, yeah, hindsight, you like, I should have lost that, but I didn't want to be in the loser group. But I personally don't think in the moment he was like, I don't think he said that in the moment. I think he just wasn't thinking about that afterwards. You're like, dag, I should have lost that. You know what I mean? I
But
don't know.
even I get that because the confessionals are filmed afterwards, which
Yeah, that's
we'll
what I'm
talk
saying.
about with someone's confession at the end. But at the same time, why are you trying to help somebody else get their star? Regardless, hindsight or not, because I'm pretty sure when they're doing these confessionals, they're playing what happened and asking these questions. So in your head, in that moment, even then when you film this, you was like, I'm gonna help Ryan get a star, but you don't even have a star. So how can you help somebody else get something that you don't even have?
That's what I'm saying. I think after the fact that I didn't do what I needed to do to get in the losing group, so I'm in the middle group. So at this point, I just want to make sure Ryan gets his star. I think it's just this is what it is now. So now my goal is on Ryan because I don't have an option. I can't be in the losing group. I can't be
But
voted.
even then, Ryan wasn't even in the loser group yet. Derek was the first one in the middle group. So he still had an opportunity,
To
even
do
if he
what?
wanted to. Huh?
To do what?
I'm saying, even if let's say Ryan finished after Derek, both y'all in the middle group now. What? Neither of y'all getting a star.
I get it, but I'm saying he probably was saying since I made it
I mean, I
again.
get what you're
We just
saying,
going based
but
off
I'm just saying,
confessionals that
even
they film afterwards. Anything they say afterwards is not. I don't believe.
I
I
mean,
don't think that was his true thought in the moment. I
I
think
get that, but
across the
either
finish
way
line.
it goes, either way you look at it, there's no way you can help him get a star. But anyway,
He can help him in the vote. That's the point he's saying now. Since I am in the middle group, nothing I can do except help my friend get a star by voting him in, right? And convincing people to vote him in if he want to go in.
yeah,
That's
I
what I
get
can do
that.
to help him.
I don't care what anybody says. Ryan was never going into that elimination.
I mean, I personally think well, let's just go through.
But I mean, Jay ends up winning. Laurel's the female winner, and in the loser group is Leroy, Steve, and Ryan are the male losers. Um, Nothing happens really. Ace basically says once we back in the house that he made a promise to Ryan. Also, side note, we're at a point where nothing's happening in the house when we're having a step-by-step instruction on how Steve showers.
Oh, well, they
Because
just try to
why
show
was
that
that
it was a
needed?
quick thing. But what's his name?
But yeah,
Who was that talked to Ace? Was that Derek? And
no,
he
that
was
was right.
scared. No, originally originally
Oh, that was Jay. It was him and Jay. Jay was
Jay.
like,
Yeah,
I'm
Jay
going
was like,
in.
I want to
I'm
give.
going in no matter what. I don't care who it is. But it
Yeah,
seems like Ryan is the one who, said he wanted to go in. So it's going to be me and Ryan. And Ace was like,
if that he
you
said if
sure
that's
about
what
that?
Ryan wants, so he went to
Yeah.
Ryan to ask Ryan, "Do you want to go in?" And Ryan's he was like, I think there's two or three more stars floating around. Where are them stars at? Two or three more stars floating around? Okay, what the production been telling them about the schedule of this show? I don't know.
Even if you wanted to go off that logic, you still have to beat these people to even get their stars. So
It's because there is not enough pressure because there always is an ending where they give them a chance to get it, even once they say that's the last competition, that's the last
yeah.
elimination. Once that's the last elimination, that's the last. That should be the last star. But the challenge always be like, but here you go. Everybody, it's 5 stars in this pit. Whoever gets the 5 stars makes it into my final. I wait
Yeah.
to the end too, baby. Like what? So I think that's what they waiting for. But it's to say it's 2 or 3 is crazy. And you really got some like um faith in that. Uh, and so he don't think he want to go down.
Yeah.
It's only 2 more episodes. This is only one more episode left or something like that. So Ryan tells Ace he doesn't want to go in.
And Ace
Ace,
was like, okay, I'll
he's
do
like, I'm
whatever
gonna
you
make
say.
that happen.
Because I wonder, don't get me wrong, I like Ace. But the way he's playing this game is giving very much like someone said at the end, mastermind, because y'all
No, it is not giving that. Flora said that.
someone can't
She said that.
be,
She said that a couple times. I do not agree. It is not giving mastermind. It's giving. I'm here for a good
but it's
time.
working for him. Literally,
Yes,
he
it's working, but I don't think it's a plan.
I don't know, it's starting to give planned out.
How?
But
How is
he
it giving
like
plan? In fact, it's becoming more apparent that it's not a plan. What do you mean?
I I don't know, but it's giving a little suspect. But Ace is like, I'll do whatever you want me to do. I gave you my word. Don't know when he gave this word, but he said I gave you my word that I'll protect you. And so that basically changes everything because now that Steve is out his shower, him, Kara, Leroy, and Ace are talking, and Ace is like, yeah, so I told Ryan that I won't vote for him because he doesn't want to go into elimination. And everybody looking at him like, hmm, why did you say that? And he couldn't even explain the reason why he did it.
He just was like, I told him I would do whatever he wanted, and I mean, he said it, so he want to keep his word. And it's his friend. I mean, Ace. I think, as far as Ace is concerned, I I I wouldn't play it necessarily that way, but if these are your real friends, Ace doesn't come to the game that often. So the people, so you know what I mean. So
But
the
now we're
people,
starting to see why.
no, but I'm saying, but the people that he make the promises to, these are friends that he probably see outside of the game. If I don't come that often and I ain't gonna see you next season, me making a promise to you, like, no, sorry, me making a promise to my friend means a lot more than me making a promise to somebody I ain't gonna see for another 15 years, or like helping, like let's say helping Leroy. What does Ace care about helping Leroy for? It don't hurt his game to help to do whatever his friends say. It don't hurt his game at all. My friend want this, so I'm gonna give it. I mean, I'm not saying I would do this, but I'm saying I'm trying to think. I'm trying to get him Ace brain. My friend wants this, so
there
I'm gonna
is no
do what
getting
my
into
friend
Ace
wants.
brain.
Yeah, yeah. I'm doing what my friend wants. Leroy, I won't see you. I don't be on a bunch of challenges, so it's nothing you can really promise me since I don't ever see you, and we don't ever work together. The few challenges I've been on. Yeah, so I just think he's thinking like that. So I'm not saying I would do that, but it don't necessarily hurt him to do it, I guess I'm saying. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, he said he gonna do whatever Ryan says. So Leroy and Steve, who were both comfortable that they weren't going in because they thought Ace, not Ace, because they thought Ryan for sure was going in, are like scrambling now because they're more than likely going in because you got Ace not saying he's not voting for Ryan. Kara is cool with Ace, so probably not gonna go vote for him. And uh Derek is cool with Ryan if Ryan said he don't want to go. So I would be like, yeah, it's
Yeah.
probably not gonna be Ryan. Like Kara said, I guess it's not gonna be Ryan. Every episode when Ace makes like these crazy moves, Kara be like, I didn't even know that was your friend. You're like, I didn't even know you had a deal with them. She don't be know. Ace just
Yeah.
be friends with everybody, and Kara don't even know.
Again, it's given very much on plan, but prior, Leroy did, have a conversation with Jay. And basically, Jay was like, I'll go in and save you, if that's, you are voted down or whatever the case may be. And, Leroy is very skeptical because that's the reason why Leroy is not scrambling. Because if he goes down, he doesn't know if Jay's basically going to say, keep his word. Because we saw what happened last week with Laurel, who was just like, nah, I'm good when Cam sacrificed herself. So he got a little PTSD from that.
I
Um,
do. Hold on. I do am a little confused in this, not confused, but when Jay's like, so you ready to go down there? And Ryan says he doesn't want to go down there because he doesn't want to go against Jay because he definitely doesn't think he could beat Jay. I out of all the guys in the house, I wonder who he believes would be his best shot of winning.
I guess
Like
maybe Ace or
which one
Derek.
he would take the chance to go down there for.
Yeah.
Ace, but who else would you feel comfortable? Steve done won all the
It's
eliminations.
given very much he trying to go against Derek. because he know that he not
But I
beating
can imagine
Steve.
he wouldn't go against Derek. That's his friend.
That's his friend, but also we're similar in like size and stature, you
Derek
know.
does amazing in every single one of these challenges. I would. That's who I would. I mean, I'll
But
go Jay, but Derek, I for sure wouldn't want to go. Every challenge, Derek be doing great, and he usually is the only reason he don't end up winning. Usually be because of his partner. Derek do great at every single one of these challenges they done did this season.
yeah,
So I
I
wouldn't
mean,
want
I
to go.
get it. Trust me, I understand. But I'm just saying, from optics or whatnot, if you don't feel like he could beat Jay, it will be Derek because Steve Leroy,
I feel like maybe
um,
Ace.
and maybe Ace,
Ace is his
but
friend.
Steve
I don't know.
Leroy,
That's what I'm saying.
Adam,
I think it's an excuse because
yeah,
who would you feel comfortable going against out of the people that's left?
yeah, and then
Get to
prior to the
nominations. Oh,
nomination, go ahead.
no, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Prior to nominations, we get this confessional where Adam is talking about how him and Steve have been friends since they did their original season of The Quest together, how they talk every day. That's his ace boom cool. Like they keep in touch. They like this. And we get to nominations, and Adam's the first one to be like, I'm voting for Stephen Leroy.
Crazy. No,
No hesitation. No
and
second
even
thought.
at that point, you could even be like, maybe he just playing like it's a game. It's a game. Okay, some players play like that. Like when we get home, we cool. Um, and then here it's a game, so we know what I got to do to protect myself. But he totally contradicts himself later because it made no sense. But let's keep it going with nominations.
Yeah. So then it was Nicole, who was basically like she is voting for Ryan and Steve. Basically Ace was like, I'm only gonna say Leroy because I
And
can't
it's
say
literally you cannot just say Leroy. Not a
and
that's not an
Nicole
option.
was, yeah, everybody was looking like, sir.
I was like,
Like
what are you talking about? This is the only episode where I ever really agree with Nicole. Like, Ace, what is happening?
and then Derek was like Leroy and Steve because Ryan is his good Judy. They're gonna retire together. They're sisters. They like this as well. I think maybe Adam needs to take some notes on what you mean by when you say best friends or like y'all close. But then we get back to Steve, not Steve, Ace.
Hey,
Well, Card voted basically. She's like she don't want to say Steve, so she's gonna say Leroy
and
and
Ryan.
Ryan, and then she was basically like, "Your name is Leroy, or your choices are Leroy and Steve." And Ace was just like, "Yeah, I guess so." But you already
Yeah.
knew this.
Yeah, so like just because you didn't say the name don't mean you ain't say the name. That's the name. If you don't say that name, then you mean this name. And just because you don't say it, if I tell you, do you mean this, and you say yes, then you said it. Like it
Yeah,
doesn't
exactly.
matter.
Like I don't know what he thought was gonna be like. You not saying another name, like sir. You have to say a name,
Yeah.
even if you don't say a name. You're saying a name.
Yeah. Then that's exactly. So it's going to be Leroy and Steve that's up for elimination, and Jay is won the challenge, so he could take whoever spot he could take one of their spots, and he has promised Leroy he's going to take it. So they put they put their names up there, and I don't think neither one of them was really surprised because they already kind of had a warning that this was what was going to go down.
Yeah,
I do feel bad for
and
Steve. Yeah, I feel bad for anybody who go in there a bunch of times.
yeah,
Um, and especially in a game like this where you're trying to protect your star. So I do feel bad for him, and I think there should be a cap on how many times your star can get stolen.
we get to elimination, and it's called Quiche Castact, where players must enter a water tank, collect colored puzzle pieces from the bottom one at a time, and stack them on their respective poles outside of the tank. From the lightest to darkest shades, the first player to complete all three stacks wins. Though I don't agree with Adam for most of this episode, I do agree in this moment. If you're colorblind and you have a broken nose where you can't really be under this water, I wouldn't like Leroy is my man, but sir, this is mine to lose. I am not taking this chance.
Yeah, I think so. So yeah, they when they explain the elimination, JC's elimination, and he did make this promise to Leroy. But literally, Leroy, this boy, I'm like, what? Are you my actual brother? Like, are we brothers? But you ain't my brother for real because I can't do it.
Yeah,
Like I
like
can't do
it's
it.
not even like
But
it's not in my ability. It's literally I can't do this.
yes, I literally can't do it. I cannot see the colors. I cannot breathe. So, Leroy, what is more important? Like, we have to think about this. Like, yeah, we
Yeah,
this is when you make that deal that who made that? It was one of this seasons. It was like Derek or Mark and they or somebody. One of the seasons they made a deal like if you win, then I get part of your money.
yeah,
And we got to make a deal like that, like right on the spot. Like if you win, you got to cut me 10,000 or something. You know what I mean? Like to
yeah.
make it worth my like to do this because this is absolutely crazy if I do this. But if you say you win and I get part of your money, then we could do something for real. But that is it's actually unreasonable for you to be mad for me to do anything else. I would do it, but
Yeah.
he did it. He decided
And
to
I
leave.
do respect Jay for that.
But yeah, I would say either both decisions, you could say some people could say this is foolish, but either way, I think this was the best. Jay, out of everybody that's ever did like a came back to the challenge,
Redemption
he has had
arcs.
the
Yeah.
best comeback. So I'm very happy he came back
Yeah.
because he was the challenge. I never thought of Jay ever. Like
Yeah.
I remember he did what happened back whatever season that was, and whatever happened. And I never thought of him
Yeah.
after that day, and I never
Thought about him again.
never thought about him again. But
Just
I
one and
am
done.
very
It was one of those seasons like, oh, he was there.
exactly, yeah. So he was just like a kind of like a filler character to me.
Yeah.
But I would like to see him on the main season. I would like to see him with a strong partner. I mean, he don't have no rivals, so you can't really
Isn't
bring
he
him back.
supposed to be on 40?
I mean, he might. I don't know. I don't remember everybody. He don't have no rivals, so they couldn't bring him back for a rival season. But I would like to see him in something
Yeah.
that he has strong partners. So yeah, bring him back. Bring him
Yeah,
back.
definitely bring Jake back. This was a great showing for him. Especially because again, he's like, I'm a man of my word, and I promised Lee, and I'm basically he's like, I'm not about to be a Laurel. You gonna be able to say like, if I tell you I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. Like you
Yeah,
can bank on me to like keep my word. So
yeah. I
that's
will.
also like now, even if it doesn't work out, at least Lee will be like, oh, this man,
Help
sacrificed
me.
himself for
Yeah.
me. So,
In
next
the
season we
future,
do
you can use that
together.
as
I
collateral. I
gotta,
mean, you don't have to use it
help him.
against them, but yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, I do.
So
Before they do the J thing and they just say like Leroy and Steve are the two that was sent down for elimination, and then Ace is up there apologizing. I was with
Lee, like, stop it.
I was
Stop
with yeah
it.
Lee and Nicole. Nicole was looking like, come on out, and
Like Lee
Steve's like,
said,
okay,
nobody
Ace.
is dying. It's just a game. We understand. Like,
Yeah, and it's like this wasn't even you didn't win the challenge. This was other people in the like you weren't the only vote. Like this was
yeah.
not one of those things where it was solely on him. Like
Yeah, you're one of five votes. Like,
one of five votes, and even if you were the only vote, what you it's not that serious,
yeah.
really. Neither one of these people down here are your best of friends. You know what I mean? Like you
Yeah.
apologize just for putting somebody in that's not even your person. You know what I mean? Like so somebody got to go in Ace, and so like Leroy, it's fine. Let's just do this. Come on, I'm with it.
Yeah.
So I
So
love Ace, but at the same time, it's a little frustrating because I just Ace is not here to play.
I don't know what he's
And I
there
hate to say
for,
that.
but yeah. So the the elimination wasn't one sided, but it was kind of one sided. Basically, Steve got all his puzzle pieces first and was able to build his one pole by the time Jay even started building his poles. So it was pretty much over with, and plus Steve can see the colors. So
This is
it
a big
wasn't that.
advantage.
So basically, yeah, like it wasn't one sided. Like both of them had their struggles, but at the end of the day, it was kind of one sided. Like,
Yeah,
so it was Jay's to lose, and unfortunately, he lost.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so
Unfortunately, he lost. I mean, I'm sad to see him go because I really liked him this season. But I'm also happy for Steve because he's been there so many times and he kept his star all the times. So,
yeah,
I'm happy for. I mean, and Jay gained a
a
lot.
new fan base. Yeah,
Yeah, he gained a lot from the fans and the people in that house.
yeah,
So that's the best he could have did. I mean, besides winning, he did amazing for somebody who didn't win.
exactly. So we get to the decision time. Not Jay, Steve decides to take Adam's star. Essentially, his thought process was, now that these three people, if I take Adam's star, you voted against me one. That was the only reason he really did it. But he was also like, well, now that your star is gone, you got to fight for this. So the people that you were siding with to try to take me down, now you got to go against them.
Mhm.
And Adam is upset.
Even being upset is crazy, but the way that he was upset was just kind of ridiculous. He
Yeah,
like
like,
basically
sir,
like
you
F
voted for
you,
him.
dead to me, giving the middle finger, like don't ever call me, don't ever
Talking
text me.
about I'm deleting text.
I was
Talking about
like,
you can sit
what?
on this finger and twirl. Like,
I
and
was
then it
like,
was just like,
Adam, or were you at the vote? Was that the reason?
you were the main proponent of I have to do what it takes to protect my star. So, and then he's like, oh, if my process is if stars go against stars, my star is good. So now it's like, what was all that, you know? And what I wanted to say earlier is because these are, I don't know if more happened in the season that we'll see. Also, but the way he got heated in the confessional, where he had to stop talking about it, was like, I'm getting upset even thinking about it. So now I'm like, what happened after this elimination? And we kind of see it in the trailer,
They
but
better have a reunion. I didn't
yeah,
even.
because I want
They
to
better
know
have a
what got him
reunion
so
because
heated.
I need to see them present footage and evidence and questions like why uh why do you believe that he betrayed you when you betrayed him first? What's your thought process
Exactly.
behind that? And I would like to see his answer.
Because again, all I'm doing is protecting my star. Like, you voted for me. Lee didn't vote for me. He was down here almost nominated with me. And then it's me. So if Lee was nominated, you're the only other option because you again voted for me. Like,
Yeah.
out of the three of us who got stars that are male, yes, I could go for a female, but why would I do that? So out of the three guys that got male stars, Lee was nominated, voted by you. I was nominated, voted by you. So why wouldn't I take your star? And like Derek said, it's tip for tap, baby. Like,
It's
you vote for
what?
me, I'll take your star. Come earn it back from
Yeah,
Ace.
exactly. Yes, and so Steve gives Ace the star, and Ace is
Plural,
out here.
period.
Ace done got 2 stars without doing nothing. I love it. And Flora says Ace is an undercover agent, and he's playing this game.
It's given very much that.
I'm not getting that. I just think Ace is not here to like be as competitive. And I just get the Ace is not here to be as competitive as them, and they see it, and so it doesn't hurt them to give it to Ace because they know people would rather take it from Ace than them because even if you take it from Ace, he's gonna hand it to you, cook you breakfast, and wrap it up in a bow and say, it's okay, take my star." And it's like, I want you to make it to the end, Ace, but
Yeah.
you need to like be a little mad. I mean, you don't have to be like not Ryan, what's his name?
Adam.
Adam. Yeah, but be like, oh, please don't take my star. He's like, I don't even deserve it. What? Even
Yeah, and
if I don't
I'm pretty
deserve it.
sure next episode he's gonna do the same thing where it's very much, oh, y'all can just nominate me down because I didn't earn my star, so
Ain't no way I'm
y'all can
giving y'all
take it.
ideas. You're gonna have to vote for me and you're gonna have to betray me to get me to be in there if I got a star. So unless you're ready to betray me, then I'm not going in there. But
Yeah,
you telling them it's okay. I should have been in. No, ain't no way I'm saying that. So he says he don't deserve it. And he take it, and who knows, Ace might give it to somebody next week for no reason. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, but that's how the episode ends. So we got a new star holder, which is Ace. Um, so we'll see what happens on the next one, which hopefully is the last or second to last one, and they could get through with this unfair purge that they're about to do. So yeah.
Yeah.
You have any final thoughts?
Overall, it's a lot of hypocrisy going on in this game. We'll see where it goes. I'm rooting for Lee to win at this point. I guess him and Kara are the only two
I would say,
people
yeah, I'm rooting for Kara.
that I would want to win at this point.
I'm rooting for Kara or Steve. Who's the other
Eh,
that have women that have stars?
Avery, Veronica. Avery don't want it bad enough.
Avery
Nicole
don't have
and
no
Laurel.
star.
Nicole and Laurel don't deserve it,
You heard me?
honestly.
Avery doesn't have a star.
But she doesn't want it bad enough
Oh
to
no,
get a
I was
star.
asking who's the other star holders. But yeah,
Oh,
no,
Veronica
Avery,
and Nicole.
yeah, Avery not throwing herself in, and only one I can see possibly getting a star, and only because they about to, like I said, unfairly do this random thing where they're gonna offer the stars up for one last chance is
Mhm.
Laurel. And if you put Laurel in there with the rest of the girls that's left, then sure, she gonna probably come out the winner of that.
Yeah,
So
what I think is going to happen, because I think there's going to be, depending on how these go, it's either going to be they fight for their stars, like one like a tournament style. Because I feel like there's going to be something where Laurel and Nicole go against each other. I feel like that's what the story is editing to be. Or again, Laurel and Carl, but it's feeling like Nicole and Laurel are going to have to go against each other
well,
and whoever, because I don't see both of them running the final.
well, that's how the cookie crumbles.
So I see Laurel,
Let's
Cara, and I think Avery is going to take Veronica's, and those going to be the three.
You think so? Okay.
Because
No,
Flora not beating Cara,
no, I don't believe.
and I'm pretty sure Avery can knock out Veronica. And like I said, it's going to be Nicole versus like Laurel, and Laurel going to end up with Nicole's star, and Avery going to end up with Veronica's, and then Cara keep hers.
Yeah. I'm just rooting for Cara at this point. So any of them go up against her, I'm hoping she wins. That's
Yeah.
really, I believe this season she deserves it, even though again, she should not be on this season. Well, thank you for watching our video. Please like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below, and we will see you on the next one. Peace.